know it until after the fact that if they had lost that series, they would have been eliminated. YEKINDAR came on the desk with us and was like, I had no idea.
Yeah, they thought they just needed one map in the tiebreak.
That's exactly what they thought at the time. So yeah, that was a very close affair. This is going to be much tougher this time around, and also so difficult to beat teams in the same tournament on the same map that you played in them earlier. Hobbit's going to stick behind that Molotov, take a couple shots, but should be forced away.
Yeah, and not only that, a must-win game for Cloud9 now, who didn't have that pressure before, so that could change it. But YEKINDAR was incredible in that series. He starts off with the opening kill of this one as well. They're going to push down nafany. It's Naf that actually gets him, so the better Naf so far, as he's also going to rotate back, knowing that CT Spawn has no further invasion. It's back toward Banana instead.
They used the smokes to stop the retake as well. They had two smokes. They might have picked one off.
I think they must
over
have.
at like nafany or something like that. But I mean, they might have had one that they just didn't need to use. And obviously, with that smoke going down, everyone from Cloud9 bails out. They have no choice to back away because they're going to be stalled out entirely. So, pistol round for Team Liquid. 2 quick kills entering into the bomb site. YEKINDAR with one, Naf with the other. And that's a good start for T-side Inferno.
Not bad at all for Liquid. Exactly what they would want out of this one.
No, I think there's a couple things that, especially with Team Liquid, you have to look at and keep in mind going into this event. Is the first time they played, I mean, this might be a little bit of a positive, is oSee was still having that very difficult group stage, and he's kind of worked himself back into shape, and Naf kind of addressed that. The mentality, the confidence was obviously shattered for oSee for a while. And yesterday, a couple days ago in the quarterfinals, had a very, very good game himself to even get here. So he's starting to come out, but also on the other end of things, I don't think against a team like Cloud9 you can rely on YEKINDAR as much as you have been throughout most of this tournament. Now, Yanko did mention the overpass game that he basically individually hard carried on, but that's not going to happen too frequently.
No, that's insane. I mean, you cannot expect that level every single game from anyone. It doesn't matter who they are, especially because you start to get targeted. The one thing I hope they can expect is a bit more from oSee. In that series in particular, he missed a lot of crucial shots. I think on overpass, he still had okay totals, but it was the impact that was missing. He was losing the opening duel way too frequently with the AWP. So if he can get going, that's another threat that they didn't have that might benefit. And meanwhile, Naf, already inside of the Molotovs, he's taking a tick of damage. They should have heard that, but they're so blind. He's able to swing all the way around the pit, wrap inside of the site before they even come into threat. And Exile's only got one so far as he's tracked down. He's going to get taken out by oSee.
Nice aggressive play from Team Liquid, not slowing it down, not letting Cloud9 a chance to plant their feet. This is going to be another round where Shiro and Hobbit just have to back away. And Team Liquid are going to go up 2-0. Now, Shiro and Exile, two of the best players in the world in this tournament at ESL Pro League through the group stage in the playoffs so far. They're currently ranked number 7 and number 8 by rating on an individual level. YEKINDAR's right behind him at 9.
That's actually crazy that YEKINDAR's that far down with the tournament he's had. That's insane.
I think there was, I mean, obviously the off game against Eternal Fire was a little bit brutal. He had a couple quiet, I think, games or series during their kind of run, but certainly when he's been on, it's just been unbelievably incredible. So yeah, I think there might be a little bit of just averages.
Keep in mind that Shiro did have an incredible half on Mirage against Liquid. Started out, what was it, like
17-5, I think it was?
Yeah,
something crazy.
And that was the game as well that they got an early AWP on him. Second round, I think even. And then they had one drop to him in the third round, even though they lost that. So it was like he had... We were saying it was really hard to track the economy. He had like an unexpected start that was making him a weapon they weren't ready for.
Yeah, for sure. Going to take a little bit of time to get him going here on Inferno. He does still have the scout in this round. He's going to take it towards middle, so look for a peek down to see if he can get a cheeky headshot. Flashed off the angle. But if you're going to take a risk as one of the only guns, there's a good tag onto oSee, able to get away.
Exile staring down middle still. YEKINDAR trying to find his way up Banana. He's got Hobbit. He loves these dry peaks at B.
He's so good at clearing out that angle, wrapping around the half wall, isn't he? I feel like we've just seen it happen so many times throughout this group stage, and this exact challenge where he's just like pausing and waiting and saying, yep, come peek me.
Well, he can smell it, doesn't he?
Yeah, we all know, everyone knows I'm here. Come fight.
He's that close to the monitor. It's just like a scratch and sniff for him. And into the site again, he finds nafany. He's very good with the crosshair. Anywhere nearby, he's going to flick so fast with that situation. Meanwhile, though, the smoke down, he's going to push through it, try and wrap through into construction. He'll catch out Shiro as a result of it. So bomb to be planted. Well, I was going to say bomb to be planted. Naf's trying to get rid of it. Pass it up on top of the site. Luckily, EliGE is looking the right direction, because that could have been awkward if both of those two got caught.
Yeah, they were shuffling around guns and bombs and all that good jazz. Good shot from Inters. There's a possibility. YEKINDAR is only at 26 HP. If he can find this, and he's got to be aggressive. He doesn't want them to get away and find new positions. And here's YEKINDAR for the swing, but EliGE has got it. 3-0 for Liquid.
3 kills for YEKINDAR this round as well. And now we'll get to the gun. Shiro immediately buying out the AWP, so we'll watch for him to get going on the CT side. Nitro limited, or I shouldn't say limited, not repurchasing, not over-investing. He's going to stick with a Galil at this point in time, so expect a heavy utility purchase right now from Team Liquid. And imagine a bit of a slower round now that we're back, or I should say back, we are into the guns.
You never know, right? I remember we've seen like rounds that even like start out like they're going to look slow and YEKINDAR just grab some entries in Banana, so keep an eye on that one. Hobbit and nafany to challenge, but it is indeed going to be a little bit of a more passive start for Team Liquid. Now starting to move forward, aggression from Exile, catches EliGE off guard. Jumping over to the bench, but can't find safety. So a 5-on-4 early for Cloud9, and they still haven't encountered the AWP.
Nitro gets inside the corner of the bench position, setting for smokes to cover off short, and actually gonna be a flash instead, so they want the dry peek. It was Naf that went. Meanwhile, it's nafany that's getting boosted with Hobbit inside of B site, so they're forced passive already, and who other than YEKINDAR to already be walking in without utility. He loves this at B. It's such a scary thing to do, but he knows their rotations. He knows their position. Did he see his hand? He didn't. Now he will. He's going to back off that one. Doesn't want to get forced out by the incendiary. He likes to control the peak. He doesn't like to be forced into it.
He's also happy to force out some utility early on. Molotov and a smoke, and actually I think he's checking for a gap. There might have there. It looks like there is one. Oh yeah, big gap.
It's crazy to me as well that like I never want to peek that because of coffins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yep. That's just leave that out of it. But like so many people, you go around and get the headshot angle like coffins to deal with, and YEKINDAR just knows. He's like, nah, I'm not worried about that at all.
It's obviously something in prep as well. I mean, that was one of the big talking points coming to the series as well. Kind of Naf even mentioning, you know, YEKINDAR knows their style so well, knows how they play so well. They've even kind of admitted it, that there is a certain element of they're playing against someone they know is able to read them. 20 seconds left on the clock. Now, they did pull a third player over to the B bomb site. They've got to hustle up. Double bomb site setup. YEKINDAR's going to have to come through the smoke. 12 seconds now on the clock. And the kill goes to Inters and the follow-up to Exile. But they can still get this. They can still trade their way in.
They need to get it now.
Yeah, bomb plant.
Nope, too late. He missed it. He didn't get it on time. He picked it up, and then when he moved, he didn't get the button pressed, so it's done. It's over, and they were wrapping anyway. It would have been close whether or not he got the money. The round was gone. So Cloud9 on the board with the first.
That's a good early stop, because against Mal's, one of the things that Liquid was very good on their offensive side here on Inferno was, you know, obviously YEKINDAR and Banana was just wreaking havoc. But on the odd round where he got killed or wasn't able to have success, rotating back towards A, EliGE and Naf were able to crack open the bomb site perfectly. Their peaks, their trades were so strong. So it's good on Cloud9 to be able to shut that down early to kind of put a little bit of pressure on Liquid that it's not going to be that easy into the A bomb site late.
YEKINDAR already up. Half wall position. Shiro's with the op. Doesn't even matter. YEKINDAR's already around. He's going to find both of them. nafany and Shiro gone. Talk about entries, man. This guy's foolish.
Yeah. We've seen him doing that for the past week. Ooh, same with EliGE. We've seen that quite frequently, and that's a quick deagle shot. Exile can't even react.
Nitro gets the AK pass to him now because YEKINDAR gone down low on HP. They aren't able to get the guns yet. They need to clear off B. Smoke's down. They're there on entry. Enters body blocks. Not good enough, though. It's going to cover the whole way.
I think at this point you said at least one player in. You could see oSee challenging just to see what's happening, just to see what they have in the bomb site. There's one. Nitro's turn. Don't let this one slip away. And Hobbit's got a second.
That's a bit of a miscue because the Molotov was there to push the box position, but oSee was already looking towards spawn.
Oh,
wow, Hobbit. Okay, low HP on YEKINDAR. What was the percentage when he gets the opening pick?
It was something like...
He got 82%.
It was in the low 80s, yeah, for sure. This is now a very doable round. EliGE is going to have to toss out the smoke from Pit to block things off. This was a 5-on-2. oSee and Nitro both just get caught, and YEKINDAR starts moving when he has the rotation cut off. So this is a tough situation to be in. No armor on Naf and EliGE.
Yeah, and oSee, I mean, the Molotov came, it actually got him killed because he was looking to CT. So that, again, was just a slight mistiming. Naf's going to hear Hobbit. He's heard him jumping on middle. You can see him tracing that through the wall to get the sound cue. And in he goes with the Molotov throw, and he's holding the position. And here comes Naf on his backside. Tech9, suddenly a very crucial gun in the round that enters forced flying. So it's now going to be 4 for Liquid. They'll escape that, but, I mean, well, I guess I was going to say it could have been much cleaner. It did start with pistols. They still get an op and an M4 out of it.
I was going to say, it did end up...
They get an op out of it.
It did end up scary, but it was just, what, like a few upgraded pistols, unarmored pistols, and then this AK-47 that delivers 2 entries.
This was nuts.
Yep, that's quick. That's accurate. And this one was a little bit weird. No one's peeking into the site. oSee gets caught. Nitro can't get away. This as well. YEKINDAR just took a step, so Hobbit's able to get that one. Became very sketchy.
And I ultimately lack a smoke to CT. But that goes to show just how low they were on the buy that round. They still get away with it. So Cloud9 giving one up, and Exile onto an UMP this round. Don't see the UMP as often anymore.
No, you don't. We've seen it. I think we've actually seen it once or twice throughout this the group stage, the group C or D when we've been here. But certainly it's fallen a little bit out of favor still. Cloud9 have no money left in the bank. This is a critical round for them to establish things, or else Liquid's going to have a very, very good streak here in the first half. 3-round lead.
Round lead, but still an okay buy, all things considered, from Cloud9. Don't have the op. That's the big thing that's been lost. YEKINDAR, finally, they get aggressive onto him instead. He's going to go down. nafany gets that kill, and they forced the smoke so deep that Nitro and Naf are stuck in the stairway where nades are being thrown at them. Luckily, they're not taking too much damage from that.
I wonder if that was the conversation in the timeout. Certainly feels that way. Is, hey, let's not give YEKINDAR that space. Like, he's already punished us once. Let's make sure we put a little bit of fear in him so he can't just march up in that fashion.
Oh no! Oh no!
Shiro switched away. Takes a lot of damage from the Molotov.
Yikes! That's not ideal. Doesn't have the ops, so the 34 HP is huge, especially where he's wielding an M4.
Yeah, but they love having this man advantage for the moment. And if this goes south for Team Liquid, there's the op on oSee that they can pick up off of his body later on.
nafany, quick jump check to see Banana's still vacant. He's going to back off of that. 52 seconds in the round. Bomb still left at T-stairs as Hobbit's going to rotate back over. Naf's going to grab that bomb now. And it's going to be B. Shiro's just rotating in this direction, but he's the second player here, and he's low.
There's no utility to slow things down. Smoke missed.
Gonna wait for it.
That could be a disaster. That's a huge detail to not have, and they don't know it yet. They haven't turned the corner yet.
They're gonna find, I think EliGE spotted it with his shoulder. He's got another one ready to go. Yeah, he's gonna see that that's not plumed outwards, so he's gonna throw another one down. Shiro can't be boosted on this. He can still go through the wide side of it with flashes, though. He can still time this. He's gonna need a lineup and a spray down oSee. That's a huge hit.
Yeah, but they showed presence. The second player showed presence behind the smoke. They might not know nafany's here. He could ruin the day. He is gonna ruin the day. He's gonna slide out. He gets a double.
Double and more. Yes, it is. It's going to be Naf as well, and he's going to follow it with a fourth and make that an ace in the round as he takes down oSee.
That's a good round for Cloud9. That's a very good hold to the bomb site. Just that little bit of a distraction. They never knew Emo was unclear. They thought the second player, the supportive player, was in spawn behind the smoke. Even with oSee, this is great cover. That's a wonderful shot in traffic as well. But nafany's able to just slide out. What a great sequence.
Yeah, that's huge. You're absolutely right. They had no idea he was there. nafany saves the day and gives Cloud9 back the round they lost previously, so back to a 4-2 scoreline, and another timeout called. This one's going to be from Liquid.
Yeah, they're first, so both teams spending timeouts early to make sure it doesn't slip away too far. Liquid have a kind of a money and economic conversation to have right now. Nitro stuck at 2,100, EliGE at 2,300. The other three players can muster up some rifles to buy. They got to decide whether they want to force up here or descend into pistol and armor. And as you can see, I think the decision's been made as oSee picks up a deagle.
So they lost on the low buy last time, but they don't have the AK that gave them that opening in the hands of YEKINDAR this time. So a bit of a different story and a bit different situation. I kind of agree with you. I think Cloud9 consciously said, right, we need to push YEKINDAR.
Yeah, you can't let him have that much space. I mean, he's shown throughout this event that at least for these past few weeks, he's just been on one when it comes to it, when he has that room to work with. So challenge him for it. Shiro has his op back as well, only 1 kill, quietly. Exile with 5, YEKINDAR with 6. Those are, we mentioned earlier, numbers 7, 8, and 9 individually in terms of performance at Pro League. EliGE spots a shoulder, but he's happy to let the bullets whiz past. Doesn't want to challenge.
They're still waiting for an opportunity to try and fire toward those barrels. They did walk back to that direction, but smoke came out first.
There's only 1 smoke on oSee as well. You'd have to imagine that would be for left middle. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight, tough situation, regardless of what happens.
Sees the jump, YEKINDAR. Can't hit the shot. Molotov down to delay it further. Bomb still waits at the top of middle. EliGE gets the opener. Hobbit goes down. Naf's going to follow up and get Exile. He can pick up the UMP as well, so something to run and gun with. Bomb's going to rotate back, though. They aren't committing on this. They're expecting a rotation.
And look how passive Shiro has to go. He's got no utility for this. And if he goes down, the round's over. They're going to have to save. So he backs off towards Coffin. He knows they're going to have to put down utility to enter into the bomb site. He's going to try and get 1 or 2 before they can enter in.
They've only got the 1 smoke, so Coffins is going to have clear vision, and he goes for it, but only hits oSee the first shot. They get closer as a result, and he's got to back away further. Rotations are there. He does have Shiro in position now on the AWP, but he's smoked off, bomb planted, and they've got an MP9 as well now, which we know how menacing that can be up close. Nitro's got the gun in his hands to work with. nafany. Op overlooking. How do they even get out of this now?
Cloud9 could lose everything here.
Yeah, they're committed. They're stuck inside a chapel, so they're going to go. They're going to have to go, and they're going to lose both the Op and the M4, and Inters is out. He's bailing. Team Liquid steal back another low buy.
Yeah, the desk mentioned, like in the original series, to get into the playoffs for Team Liquid, there was some miraculous. There was that 1v3 from YEKINDAR on here on Inferno, and obviously great performance from him on Overpass. But now think about it this way: you're not getting those clutches, but you're getting 2 low economy wins really early on in the first 7 rounds of this game.
Yep.
This one's just pistols. Previously, it was just a sole AK-47 and pistols. These are gifts that Liquid is going to use to run away with this. There's no money for Cloud9. Exile can pick up a rifle if they want to invest around Inters' saved M4, but this is disgusting.
Worth noting as well that Team Liquid is the only of the 4 teams left, the only one that came from the low side of the bracket. That's pretty nuts.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, not bad.
He had a rough group stage. We'll give him those, you know?
No, he did, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, Liquid's the only team that didn't go straight through to the semis of the 4 teams that are remaining. And as a result of that...
Straight to the quarters.
Straight to the quarters, sorry, yeah, at the top of their respective group. And as a result of that, have played 1 more game as well, so... Take it or leave it if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they've definitely had to do this the long way.
I think the conversation that you can see from Team Liquid as well has changed. Remember, coming into the group stage, it was all about, you know, we're rusty. We spent time at home. We didn't get great practice. Coming over to Europe, we had to catch up on a lot of things individually, had to catch up to the European players. Our team play was really off, timings were missing, lack of confidence. This playoff Team Liquid is a different beast.
Shiro getting flashed further out from quad, knows that they're coming out of the apartments. He'll tag EliGE. Bomb's gonna be planted though, and everyone's still alive. How aggressive do they want to get with the pistols to try and take weapons away? Exile still wants to swing on this. Naf's near the wall, sees his shoulder, but can't get the headshot. Naf stepped up the pace to run him down. YEKINDAR's gonna find Hobbit lurking in middle, waiting for guns to head that direction, and I think this one obviously is done in terms of the round, but I think it may even end without them giving away the rifles. They'll let the SMGs go hunting.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit more bonus money perhaps be brought up. nafany's trying to be as quiet as possible as he's sneaking back, but it's going to be a 4-round lead, 6-2. And it's a good 6-2 in the sense that Cloud9 have had their chances to fight back and stop this, right? The 2 low econ wins from Team Liquid have ruined any chance for Cloud9 to build any momentum and get into this game. Inter's just going to tuck himself into the corner. Naf and Nitro are challenging, but no reason to risk the M4.
So...
Well then.
Yeah, calm, composed. Pretty straightforward for Liquid. Shiro's back on the AWP though, so last time we had a gun round, remember they did drop 1 of the 2 to a low buy, but they won the first one of the series, of this map, I should say, when it was 3-0, so they've definitely had success with it. We'll see if Shiro can get started. We'll see how they approach YEKINDAR as well, now that they're back to weapons, if they want to continue that aggression in Banana. And YEKINDAR's already at the cubby, which is where he went down last time to nafany. Similar setup as well. They're going to double nade and Molotov it, but it bounced the wrong way. He still got spread. It still went, and nafany gets the kill.
I like this. I like that plan, at least to stop YEKINDAR. Let's see if they can build on top of it. But remember, against Mao's, utility was the only thing that actually stopped YEKINDAR from finding success in Banana. It was nade stacks. It was Molotovs. And this time, Cloud9 put him down with utility. nafany up on the box. EliGE never even considered the possibility. And Banana holds strong. Nitro coming in. Goes down, and this is a lost round out of the gate for Team Liquid. Oh, they got lured into the trap.
Yeah, they did. I think they're going to have to... YEKINDAR's going to be forced to reconsider. He can't keep running into Banana for free like this. Luckily, they've got money they'll be able to buy in the next round, but they're going to have to change that up. And you wonder as well, maybe oSee AWP, if they're going to start throwing that utility, he sits and waits if they want to get aggressive and try and pick it back.
Yeah, potentially. We've seen him with the op a couple of times, and especially on the T side. We saw it a few rounds back. His supportive op was hit a decent shot there to back them up getting into bomb sites.
So Naf all on his lonesome. Still wielding that UMP he picked up a few rounds ago.
This is important, though, for C9. All 5 players surviving, you get a little bit of money, but it's not necessarily this round that you got to worry about. Now it's, all right, Cloud9, can your defense actually put rounds together? Can you build something? Can you get some momentum? Liquid's put a stop to you each and every time you want a round. It's 3 individual rounds won at the moment for C9. They need to string them together and start coming back and close the gap on the scoreboard.
Well, if you don't, look what happens to the money as well. Inters is doing quite well, though. 6,800 pre-buy this round, but they're still going to be pretty much on the thresholds.
Quiet game from Shiro, Matt. 1 kill still.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. That's your Opper on CT side of Inferno. And nafany's been the difference maker. The wins against YEKINDAR. I know last one was utility, sure, but still.
Yeah, and the quad kill inside of the B bomb site also just a few rounds back. That was, you're right, exactly, absolutely massive. YEKINDAR's going to try it again. This time he has some space to work with. Molotov's holding him at bay, holding him off. That's a good flash from nafany to get away.
But they concede, so they go for the aggression early. They don't get him caught in the cubby.
Lining up for retake smoke Molotov.
He missed it.
Yeah.
Same thing we saw yesterday. Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Same as Hooksy. He threw it too far.
I wonder what's happening there. Oh, you don't want to peek that if you're nafany, or do you? You slide right into it. He's got another victory against YEKINDAR.
That shouldn't have happened. That was just a whiff from YEKINDAR, unfortunately. He didn't even hit him once.
Ooh, I don't think he expected that peek. I think he expected some kind of flashbang, some kind of indication it was coming.
He positioned because he saw the smoke miss as well. He was ready for at least something, but yeah.
All of Liquid's here. They're just going to line up and hit this bomb site. There's been no presence towards A. Inters is starting to shift over now, so he might get into position in a couple seconds to support, but the entries are everything for Team Liquid. nafany is going to be the only one left. Burning, and Nitro's got him as well. Excuse me, it's Naf who burns him alive in a 4-on-3.
A late spread again. Same thing that happened to YEKINDAR 2 rounds ago. Inters back in, flashed out, couldn't get the shot on EliGE. Now they know he's there. They re-peek, but they go together. And Nitro's able to get a very planned trade. That'll give them the 1-man advantage as the bomb continues to tick away. It's Shiro that's the closest. He'll rotate in, pre-scoped already from the ruins, and just missed his chance to catch Naf shuffling away from the Molotov. So Exile, they know he's towards CT. They heard the shot hit the pillar, and Shiro's still searching, but the time is too far gone surely to make anything of this. With 3 players still up, he's gonna gift, or get given a gift, I should say, of Nitro. Hang on, they've got to smoke down on this. They can get on top of it. oSee runs through. They're looking for the kid. They're not looking for the kills, and oSee's gonna double up.
Oh my lord, what a 1v2. That almost works. I was with you. I was like, this is risky. This is so late. They're in a lot of trouble in this retake. 2 great kills come out for Cloud9, but oSee with a big boy clutch. We said he had to have a great game. He's not lighting up the scoreboard. We haven't seen the off do anything really all that flashy. He had the double deagle headshot round from Nubox. That was absolutely spectacular. And now a 1v2 clutch. Impact is wonderful for oSee in this game so far. And Cloud9 just get a little discombobulated down the stretch.
Yep, that one hurts. No one looking toward Banana. Again, stumbling to find the kit so they can get on the defuse. Presumably, they would have gone for the body block on that. They would have expected that if as soon as you look orange as one, there's no one there, you have to hold Banana.
You could see their attention was still towards the bomb site. They were waiting for a follow-up peek from like second oranges maybe, from Nubox maybe. They were looking for something that was going to come from the bomb site. They weren't yet in their brains thinking he's behind that smoke and Banana. Josh comes through and shuts him down. oSee comes through and shuts him down.
All right.
Yeah, I saw YEKINDAR say, "Nice, Josh," and it got in my brain.
It got in your brain? You can still call him that.
All right.
Why not?
Sure.
So that's what his mom calls him.
Lovely utility once again. Well, oh, another one.
He's done. Okay, He's got the smoke at the ready this time, but he's going to push out and still further damage down to 31.
I tell you what, it's nice. Oh, this is great.
They're both done, potentially. They've got to be so careful. Hobbit. He's blinded up, though, so he wouldn't have heard the return fire from Nitro. I don't think he knows that the AK's to his left, because all he would have had was ringing in his ears. He's going to get through and spam it, but he's further forward than that. He still finds it. Nitro not aware, and it's going to be him. Oh, I was going to say going down to Naf, but Hobbit's done a tremendous job, and that even gets traded by nafany. All on EliGE on 12 HP.
I was going to say, it's interesting because it's cool watching Cloud9 use all this utility to really negate and injure up YEKINDAR to try and maintain and try and kind of put him in his place and keep that aggression and keep his confidence low. But I think on some level, YEKINDAR and Liquid are going to be super happy when they're like, oh, they've just used like 3 Molotovs and 2 HE grenades and like 3 flashbangs and a smoke to try and clear out 1 player.
Yep.
So I wonder what the adjustment is going to be, what the conversation is. If there's going to be a call off that and say, this utility dump is crazy in Banana. Let's just chill. Let's let him do it again next round.
Still no consecutive rounds for Cloud9 in this half, by the way.
They're going to get one here, surely, right?
You would expect, but we had pistols last time in the same situation. So wait and see how this pans out. No aggression at all toward Banana this time. They're actually just fully going up toward middle.
I think this might be around where they're saying, yeah, look at that utility dump. They're throwing so many nades. They're starting 3 in Banana. Maybe we can get up mid quick because EliGE is already challenging. And he's had 2 very, very nice 1Ds in the low economy rounds they've won in this half. Looking for 3.
EliGE has to be careful. Do we not just see Exile looking at that angle? He must have backed off slightly.
He's getting deeper. He's deeper positioned underneath the balcony, under porch.
The crossfire exists now with Inters getting in the cubby. Exile will extinguish flames, gives himself a gap to work with as well, so that's not actually the worst situation. That he had to use that smoke. That one's better placed to limit nafany's vision. Exile's repositioned. He's got a lineup. He's got a second. Shiro's in there as well. And Exile's going to go to work to find all but Naf, and Inters will close on that.
Yeah, clever play from Exile. Exactly. That gap in the smoke was huge, but he kind of shifts out of it, does the spam, and uses that cover to slide back in and grab one more. Asking for 3 of those rounds in one half is a little ambitious. That's not going to happen. 7-4, 2-round lead. Credit to Cloud9 for staying in this game, considering some of the really tough losses that they've taken, and that's the first time they've strung 2 rounds together. These rounds 11 and 12.
So let's see if they can build on it. It is back to weapons again for Team Liquid. Everyone's pretty close together in terms of kills on Liquid, by the way. 8-8, 7-7, and the Nitro's on 3. They're looking again. He's going to find Hobbit. He knew the utility was coming, so he's playing on the edge of it, fringing into the Banana position, and Nitro's got to find nafany as well. This makes it now a 2-man kill, and YEKINDAR's going to do his typical waltz toward the site, but he's not ready for a CT peek. A 3rd player to be there that quickly.
Oh, there's a 4th player there as well. Shiro's come over also. Inters is going to grab another one as a freebie, and Shiro can peek out at any moment. Liquid might be giving away the advantage, the 5-on-3 that they had. I don't think they have any idea quite yet that Shiro's here. Nobody's looking, and that's a man advantage now for C9.
That's also a decent recovery. They know that YEKINDAR's going to try and drive peek the site once he wins Banana, and absolutely wrecked him with a passive secondary setup. EliGE wants in, didn't see it, but spots it late. Over top of the incandescence, it's Inters that goes down, but he found Naf first. So EliGE now in a 1-on-2. Oh, pros don't fake. He holds it. I thought he was going to get pushed through that smoke. I really did.
Looked like it was clearing. You had a 1v2 earlier from oSee. Now it's EliGE's time to step up.
Right now, he'll step in silence. Back toward the ruins. Bomb planted right side. No smoke CT because it was clearing. They should be fully aware that he's in this position. He's going to see the shadow on the first. Takes a minor amount of damage. And Shiro's heading in the same direction. He'll walk through that doorway any second, and EliGE is ready for that as well. It's 8-5.
That's a stunning play. This just such a star player, EliGE. He's been so good in this tournament, overshadowed by YEKINDAR, but that is a beautiful 1v2. Grabbing the first kill and waiting patiently. That round is actually so cool, because look at the adjustment from Liquid. We'll talk about it during this timeout. They've been getting barraged by utility down Banana. We've kind of been waiting for their response. And this time, YEKINDAR and Nitro wait for the nades, the Molotov to come out, the double nade deep. And every single time that's happened, Cloud9 have swung and gotten aggressive with it to fight while the utility's doing damage. And you can see YEKINDAR's waiting for the peak, holding the edge of the smoke. Nitro's just spamming into the smoke at the half wall, and they both catch their respective defenders. Now, on the other side of the coin, Cloud9's adjustment is, hey, Inters is going to be over there, but we're going to bring Shiro over there. We're going to take the risk, because every time Liquid's been able to find those entry kills, they've just been able to march up Banana and find like a huge advantage with only 1 player able to shift over there. Let's bring 2, and let's actually challenge for it on the entrance into the bomb site.
And the thing is as well, if there's going to be that much battle at Banana early on, you know as the swing player, if they win Banana, you're ready for that play. If you win Banana, you just rotate back over to the arch anyway, right? You're going to try. It's not like Liquid's been going fast to the other side of the map while all of that's occurring, so you can afford the risk, and they're going to do a similar situation here. 3 out of spawn toward B.
3 MAC-10s though, and one of them on YEKINDAR. Curious to see where this is going to go. Op is in play.
It's crazy that that's all they have despite that last round.
This has got to be, I have to imagine this is a Halls pop, right? With this kind of a buy coming in. It could just be something fast-paced. Actually, not enough players are lining up in the halls for it to be any kind of a pop, at least for the moment. 3 players in middle, EliGE over in Boiler. Oh, Shiro's in trouble. If he pushes up any further, he stops.
Shot out. Finds the first. Nitro down. They still have the railing position of Exile. He's going to fall off 4 HP. So close to going down, but here we go. Naf. He's going to take out YEKINDAR. Nafany's going to take out EliGE as well. Bomb dropped, and this one's done. It should be 8-6 heading into the last round of the half, and there's not a lot of money on the Liquid side.
Yeah.
No bomb plant to back it up either.
Yeah, I wonder. I guess they're trying to just use those MAC-10s in the chaos of so many smokes and flashbangs raining over to get a little bit crazy, wrapping into the A bomb site. And obviously, a good shot from Shiro to start things off, but could never actually get the execute going. Could never actually pull the trigger on it. This is actually, I mean, interestingly enough, in a certain sense, this is actually a really nice half from Cloud9. The only thing that's actually really ruined the half for them has been losing 2 of the low economy rounds. If they don't lose those, you know, they actually come into this with a great game plan on the gun rounds.
Absolutely, and they adjusted very well early on to what YEKINDAR was doing. I mean, they knew their weaknesses in the previous matchup. If they still get an 8-7 here, don't rule them out of this. This is still a game.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like it's very much on. We know they can win T-sided rounds. They're a bit slower about doing it sometimes. Oh no, nafany blinded up. He shot between them both. Did some damage, but not a kill. He goes down, and they're going to gain a gun from that. He gives one away.
Remember also, just to kind of build on your point that this is still doable at an 8-7, even a 9-6 scoreline, is Liquid had some troubles closing out Mouse in the quarterfinals when they had a huge lead, 11-4 lead at the halftime, and they really struggled on their CT side to put them away. So there will be opportunities for Cloud9 in the second half. This one's going to likely go all the way, likely be very, very grimy. Shiro rotates off of B. I think eventually Team Liquid just comes right back up to Banana and hits the B bomb site. So it's all about the timing. Keep an eye on Shiro on the minimap of where he's positioned, where he's going to be rotating. EliGE has no utility. He's in halls dropping down towards Boiler, but he's got nothing to cause any kind of a fake or keep any attention on him. He's just going to be a lurk.
Incendiary for Naf. Did they bounce that to Bags being the only
contacts
place?
now?
Oh, it is. It's going to be straight in. They know he's there. Hobbit's gone. He's the only one. It's a race right now because Shiro's heading towards CT. He's going to be smoked off, so no vision for the AWP. In fact, he's only just getting to the corner now even, so bomb is due to cross any second. They even hear the shot. They'll know it's clean to do so. He's going to throw it. Just go. Go, YEKINDAR. Get that thing down. He's just giving time to the rotations at this point. Worried. Molotov on top of default, so has to wait a little bit longer, but he will get there now with a flash heading in, though. Need to be held from oSee as he watches from Banana.
No,
again, that's a massive miss. Massive miss. It holds him out. He still manages to find 2. Somehow they give it away. They peek onto it. They think they can catch him out. It gives it back. And EliGE, oh my goodness, look at the flank. I didn't even spot this. He's all the way back in CT. They just need to keep them at bay. They just need to lock them out from that position. Exile, though, has turned around to look at it, but Naf's found the kill, and EliGE, he's baiting out the time as a result. He's going to peek now. Exile knows it. He's trying to find a single shot. oSee's still alive. It's a 2-on-1. There's time enough for Exile to do this, and he's got the first one already, and they're going to touch it. They're going to get on the bomb. The EliGE has to go all the way around with low HP to find the diffuser. He came so close, but he was a second off, 8-7 at half, and a brilliant comeback from Cloud9.
Yeah, great recovery from Cloud9 in this half. That is a real tough half to hold on to if you're C9. Liquid brought the pressure. 8-7, they're going to switch sides, and we'll be right back to conclude Inferno.
Hey Future Pros, we are back with an advanced execute for your T-side on Inferno. For this execute, you will need 4 Future Pros along with 3 mollies, 3 flashes, and 2 smokes. Let's break it down. Future Pro number 1. Your first job is to boost up Future Pro 4 onto the half wall. After that, get into this position and aim your crosshair above this point where the roof tiles combine. This molly will land and force out anyone playing first or second oranges. Then bank a flash off this window to blind anyone on site or in CT. This will allow you to get a quick smoke covering off CT spawn. And for good measure, lob this deep flash over CT spawn, which will further blind anyone playing on the site. Future Pro 2, you'll be smoking off coffins and also provide a supporting flash. To smoke coffins, get right up into this corner with the logs. Aim upward along the line of this fence and stop when you're at this line with this other fence post. This smoke will block off behind coffins. It is thrown this deep to discourage CTs from pushing through and hugging the side of the smoke, so be aware that someone still could be holding coffins. Alternatively, you can throw this smoke a little higher and coffins will be fully smoked off, but be wary of an aggressive CT. Finally, aim above these wires over the left of the plant bot. Walk forwards and throw the flash as you get to the second wire. This will provide a flash to blind anyone on the B site. Future Pro 3. You only have one molly to throw, so don't mess it up. Your molly will be to push out anyone who's playing new box. To do this molly, get up into this part of the wooden barrels, formerly known as car. Then aim at this part of the tile and jump throw. Now no one can play from new box, great! Future Pro 4. You also have an easy job. Once Future Pro 1 has boosted you onto the half wall, position yourself over this corner of the wall. Then aim at this gap in the trees and throw your molly. This will force anyone out of dark. If this execute is done correctly with the right timings, there should be literally nowhere for the CTs to stand apart from out into the open. But make sure you practice those timings. It really is all about timings.
What a final round of the half. We get back at 8-7. This is how it went to 8-7, though. It was so close. Axile working his way back in. Knew EliGE was on the flank. Had to try and fight him. I called 2-on-1 at this point because it was him basically fighting it. His teammate Shiro had to get on the defuse. And a bullet that just missed at the final second.
He had 2 shots, and with only 17 HP, I think if one of those lands, I think he gets the kill, and that's a different round. It's probably a victory for Team Liquid. Regardless, Cloud9, not the cleanest half from them. It was a little bit sloppy, a lot of missed utility, a couple situations, a lot of low economy losses as well when Team Liquid only had pistols. But here we are switching halves and a mid push that nafany is looking for.
oSee already down. Takes out nafany. Axile looking for another Hobbit. Chums back in. He even goes on to the burst clock in the end of that to try and make it work, but doesn't. It's still going to be Inters that gets EliGE. And it's Nitro and Naf. They're going to group up as well. They're going to get together toward the A side of the map.
Yeah, I don't really know what the best option is here if you're Nitro and Naf. You have a lot I mean, there's a minute and 20 seconds on the clock, you know? Like, there's so many opportunities for Cloud9 to move anywhere on the map. So even if you gamble, it's like they have so much time to actually figure out where you're stacked. Now, at the moment, Liquid's made the right call. At the A bomb site, 1 in pit, 1 in the bomb site. Nitro's even got utility, but actually, even if that Molotov is used to delay, I think Cloud9 might just bail out and go to the other side of the map. So I'm not even sure that Molotov can really be put into play quite yet.
Trying an off angle in the site, though. He's actually going to look for information. He'll see the head coming around. Had the crosshair right, even saw them coming. Doesn't matter. Naf's in the pit. He's going to nail all 3. Just a bait, line, and sinker on that one.
Oh, Cloud9 never saw it coming. They would have only thought that one player was inside the site. What a great sequence from Naf. Wonderful shooting to get all 3 headshots. He gave an interview, too, where he was like, yeah, you know, on this team, Nitro and I are kind of like the filler players. We're kind of like, you know, the guys who don't get the emphasis, who don't get all the things that we'd like. Naf still delivers, man.
Oh, dude, outrageously.
Hey, what a luxury to have a player like Naf in a position like that. And again, a huge moment and a critical moment for Team Liquid.
And they'll go on to the SMGs. 1 FAMAS for oSee, and Naf has the M4. Interesting that oSee's gone for the FAMAS. You'd expect him to be on SMG just to try and farm up a little more cash, but either way, this is where they're comfortable. So Liquid with both pistols now.
Yeah, huge benefit to have. Unarmored pistols for Cloud9. EliGE gonna get the first quick headshot onto Shiro. He looks accurate today. Take a peek down mid, spots 1, he gets dinked up, but there's oSee with the FAMAS to peek off the SMG. And EliGE knows exactly where Hobbit is, 3 kills with the SMG. You know, oSee doesn't really need one because he can have a teammate drop one over.
That is the other side of it, yes.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling you would say that to me eventually, Jason, but...
I was only going to do it because I got 3 kills.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I mean, but it's fair. Maybe he's not an SMG user. He wants to hold a longer angle. It's all situational.
I think it's
right?
more,
So.
he's obviously the one kind of providing a little bit more support for EliGE. So obviously if he's peeking down mid after EliGE makes contact with that, FAMAS is the better weapon. And also falling back to the corner, FAMAS has a little bit more work. So there's probably a lot of ways you could take it. 10-7, 3-round lead for Team Liquid. Still 3 SMGs on the board. It's a buy for Cloud9. They've got 4 AKs, a good amount of utility. So they actually, in this round, at least have the more powerful buy.
Enters AK, is gonna work with Hobbit. Firing the spam through the edge of the wall to see if anyone's pushed down the apartment hallway. No one has as of yet. I don't know that anyone will. You do have Naf in that position, as always, loves to be over toward the pit, but he's waiting on the balcony this time. Exile goes back down T-stairs. That deep smoke puts him on notice. Ooh, tap through that door actually does scratch Naf, puts him on 92.
Yeah, it just scares him a little bit, right? Just puts a little fear, lets him know. Nade into mid does nothing. Cloud9 being very passive, letting some of this utility be spent by the CT side. The Liquid's doing a pretty good job of holding on to utility. Brackets control coming in now for the T side. YEKINDAR wanted to push through, and ooh, ducks underneath it. There's oSee with the trade. They almost line up for the FAMAS. It's EliGE and Naf, but EliGE wants to push through the smoke and get behind this wrap. Hobbit's waiting.
Hobbit is waiting. EliGE getting in toward the library, makes noise and gets spotted out from it.
Thanks.
They need to compensate for this. They need to recover. It's going to be the split, and it's only one man to hold it off, and he has an MP9. It's Nitro, so he's gone for the closest position he can. Smoke in his way, though. Does he try and go through this? He might. He might try and surprise them. They call it out. Oh, I was going to say Nitro. They'll find EliGE as well. So that means it's on Naf, and I think he'll try and save this M4.
That's a really tough round. I think that round is won a lot by the engagements against the SMGs. You could see Liquid trying to really compensate and really trying to get a little aggressive and close up with the SMGs, and so many of them just, you know, the player ducking underneath YEKINDAR, EliGE trying to fight long range against an AK, trying to rotate over towards the B bomb site. Nitro as well with that SMG really only has one play available to him, kind of coming out of that smoke and trying to stop them from getting to the bomb site.
Okay, Exile I thought was actually going to try and beat him over to the bottom of apartments because Hobbit heard him running back through the arch, so he had maybe a guess at the fact that he went to the apartments. He'll get all the way to spawn. So he'll keep that gun. Remember, this was a bit of a bonus round situation as well for Team Liquid, so they'll be okay. They'll purchase again this time.
However, no AWP.
No, not going to happen.
You'd imagine. I mean, EliGE could drop one, but he would be unarmored after that, so no point because you'd have to pass him a rifle in return. So it's going to be a 5-rifle setup, 5 M4s for Team Liquid. Good job from nafany, crouching underneath it. Brilliant trading. And just the firepower, the stopping power just wasn't there for Team Liquid with FAMAS and 3 SMGs.
There we go. North America's waking up pretty early in the morning still, but there's, we started with 4 fans. Everyone's out of bed now.
We like to sleep in on that side of the world.
No, I do too. Not wrong. YEKINDAR firing in toward the smoke. Battle that resumes, even though they're on the alternative sides now, as Exile does get position, but he's going to get naded. He's going to get chunked. He's going to have to be careful. Self-flash, he's got Shiro to support. YEKINDAR gets smoked by the nade, and that's because Shiro actually killed EliGE through him, and then was able, I might have been through the edge of the wall actually seeing that bullet hole, but either way, he gets the damage that follows up with the nade.
Yeah, that's a disaster. Let's see if Nitro can do anything to keep this within reach. He's going to have to, if he sticks around at this B bomb site, he's got utility, he's got a Molotov as well. Unfortunately, another extra smoke is dropped forward, but this is going to be so difficult for him to hold back. And I don't know, at a certain point, maybe he shifts over to A and they just kind of gamble. Maybe they rotate over towards the B bomb site off this and they just gamble at B. You can see Naf's on his hustle right now through CT spawn, and oSee's actually pushing up. So if Nitro and Naf can put some resistance into this and slow down this hit, oSee's flank could save the day.
Naf already trying to rotate fast. Nitro's they're going back. Never mind flank. He's going to be the first line of defense now. This is challenging for oSee. The off angle, he gets the first headshot. Clean damage onto Enters, but couldn't follow it up and close it. Oh, that's tough. That is tough, because now they have full access to the A site, and there is a rotation in play from Naf, but I don't know how encouraged he'll be to go for this. Nitro's not even budging from B.
Yeah, that position on balcony is so hard to line up multi-kills from. That's such a quick reaction over from the T sides as they rotate back. And from there, I mean, the follow-up engagement isn't anything special as well, because you can really only fall back all the way towards the balcony through halls, and they know exactly where you're coming from. So options are limited after making contact in that spot. 10-9. Now, to be fair, Cloud9 and plenty of teams have had to survive quick double kills in banana from the T when you're playing against YEKINDAR. So right now, it's just a taste of your own medicine.
Came from the second player as well. Further back, Naf trying to save his weapon. Does get the first shot, but nafany steps wide of the position at the fountain. Nitro gonna try and chase him down. Nade to soften him up. Look for a faster shot when they get around the corner, but they don't get that far. Round resets. And Cloud9 has 9, meaning they're just one back on Liquid at this point.
Yeah, should be a great opportunity for them to close to tie things up, to close the gap. 2K on pretty much everyone, a little over 2K for players on Team Liquid. Nitro should have the only weapon. I don't think they can really invest in a whole lot of utility either. This might just be a FAMAS and unarmored USPs. Because it's only a 2,400 losing bonus that they're going to get, positioning most players right around 4,400, 4,800. And that's a long time now for Team Liquid to be without the AWP in play. Remember, oSee won't be able to afford it in the next round either.
Yep. Becoming a problem, but that's not. Nitro getting Hobbit down as he gets inside a boiler. He was set and ready for that position, far enough off it as well that he wouldn't have been spotted when they jumped across the window. 3 of 4 remaining members, though, of Cloud9 into B. And only the poor pistol.
Yeah, although Nitro has rotated here. Nitro's going to be here in time, challenging the smoke at CT spawn.
That Molotov didn't spill over yet. YEKINDAR knows it, so he's going to try and burrow himself back in the site, create more space based on the fact that they might think that's cleared, and they're already looking away from it. They're already looking away because the aggros come in. YEKINDAR always looked the wrong way as well, though. Had a chance to get some free shots into the back of Exile. Not going to happen now. Still the advantage, but the boost cut off. Exile with the angle. He's playing very well as he cuts out oSee also.
Yeah, Liquid trying to get a little bit cheeky, trying to coordinate a surprise double boost. That was being watched, and Cloud9 withstand the danger, withstand the presence. That's about as good as, I mean, that's not a bad round whatsoever from Team Liquid, but Cloud9, full focus and on point. They make sure it doesn't slip away from them. 3 players are going to survive. Naf just kind of tucked in with the USP. Shiro's certainly going to clear this angle before trying to evacuate entirely. Maybe not, but he still gets the kill.
Poor Naf, put him on 2 HP and couldn't close the deal.
Yeah, that one's going to feel horrible. He even got the dink on the first shot.
Yep.
10-10. Game on.
Yeah, game on, but money's still tight for Liquid, so it's not, again, like you say, the position they want to be in. They won't be able to get oSee on that AWP. So never mind not hitting the impact shots now. He just doesn't even have the op to try and do it. Something funny, Jason.
This is an interesting fan cam going on in that situation.
Love to see it.
Ooh, nice nade on the Hobbit. Chunks him down to 61. Once again, it's 5 M4s. Only a sole kit on Nitro, who was able to probably afford that due to the kills he got in the previous round. And limited on utility. Nades are an issue for Team Liquid's defense. Nitro still has a smoke Molotov, so he's going to try and be very conscious of that in Banana. But the defenders at the A bomb site are sparse on nades.
He's waiting. Ooh, and he's not. He's not going to wait at all. He just fires into the smoke, anticipating a press of either wall. YEKINDAR's also going to be stalled out of this with a smoke. EliGE does find one, has to reload. nafany not close enough to strike through it, but Naf's going to spot him from afar. That's over toward Pit, as we know. That's where Naf loves to position himself in these situations. So Liquid control with a 5-on-3.
It looks like Shiro and Exile want to go right back at Rap side when those smokes clear. They want the deep angle for the AWP in the hands of Shiro. EliGE not peeking it quite yet, though. No flashbang to set him up either. There's the peek. Good shot from Exile. Not even the op. Just an accurate AK-47. And Inters is still waiting at the end of halls. I think YEKINDAR almost has to challenge this wraparound. oSee is going to be in a really tough position.
Bounce Molotov to clear. Oh, missed. Didn't get all the way over it. Cut to the box, but that's it. So the corner's not cleared out at all. They can play that. Not that it's going to make a difference either way, because the damage is there. Shiro gets one back, but YEKINDAR's going to take down Inters, who was already low, and a missed shot makes things too easy for Naf to even use a USP to close it.
Yeah, oSee goes down, but he's going to be happy. He's going to get passed over the AWP for free, which is nice because he hasn't been able to afford it. I'll tell you what, though. That's another missed Molotov for Cloud9. This is now an issue. Like, this is way too many missed nades for
3-4 minimum.
Yeah, and some of them have been in rounds where they would be extremely impactful.
Weird. We saw a lot of missed smokes the other day as well for G2 when it was on this map. I don't know. Inferno's being elusive apparently.
Maybe there was some kind of an update that no one knows about.
Yep.
I've just shifted the pixels just a little bit.
Yep. Oh, you just take the collisions out of everything.
That would be funny. That'd be a nice troll. Not really in the playoffs, but
no, it wouldn't be a nice troll. It would just be mean. Okay. It's not April Fool's. YEKINDAR, again, just spraying, and Exile takes a bit of damage from that, but so too does YEKINDAR in return, so 1 for 1 on that exchange. No kills. Reset. They'll look back over towards the apartments right now where Inter's Hobbit and nafany are waiting. Now he's just going to position himself inside Graveyard. This is a good position to look into that stairwell, and he's also got Naf right there who can get that information.
It's a perfect setup for Naf to take contact, and EliGE should just slaughter everyone when he pops up.
Naf's got the contact. EliGE hasn't popped up yet. Oh my god! Hobbit got by them. He was the first one to drop down. He was ready for it. He smoked EliGE.
That's an interesting timing, though. I think the biggest thing about that is that Hulls pop was at a timing that's relatively early, and also I don't think there was a smoke on Haykart, so normally that's kind of an indication it's coming. Liquid had really no idea that was about to hit. Nice mix-up. Way to mask it for Cloud9.
That was sick from Hobbit, too, to hit that shot that quickly.
Yep.
The fact that he got down, Naf couldn't do anything about it. This one's done, so we go 11-11. And they'll save what they can on the Liquid side because it's all they can do at this point.
I mentioned Shiro is having a little bit of a quiet game, but Axile's got 22 kills. He's continued his wonderful performance. On the Team Liquid side of things, it's Naf leading the way with 18. YEKINDAR's only at 9. But it's all tied up.
All tied up indeed, and firm advantage of the money going the way of Cloud9. Let's see if we get another timeout in here soon from Liquid, but not this time around, apparently.
This was a 16-10 victory for Team Liquid in the Group D decider match, or in the final day that Liquid absolutely needed to win. This one they won it relatively comfortably. They're not getting that same comfort here. Mentioned right when this started, we know it. Players have always talked about it. It's difficult to beat a team on the same map in the same tournament twice.
Giving it an old proper go, though, aren't they?
Still a chance. I mean, that's a great save call. As you're going to keep the rifles in hand, you're going to keep the money in hand. oSee got away with the AWP, which was all important. Double nade deep down banana towards logs. Nobody home.
Inter's jumping up to join the rest of his teammates inside of the apartments in boiler position.
Tell you what, too, that pregame interview from nafany where he said, we think they have some gaps in their defense that we can exploit. They've won 4 of the 5 gun rounds so far in this map, or in the second half, I should say.
Yeah, on the T side specifically against that defense, so you're not wrong. Nade going into the cubby. Nitro sees all of that, but we'll put out a smoke in defense of it and rotate over to the arch instead. nafany's getting very close to that, though. So smoke out to slow them down and then wants to make sure they don't push through. Now he's going to rotate back to his standard position because he's hoping that as that dissipates, he'll get a lineup on them. He's not wrong in anticipating that, but he blocks the molly and slides out. They're going to hear him running. Surely they do. nafany's still looking at the doorway, though. He might get off on this, but they've got to look back. Someone's got to watch that angle. They just give it up. All that commotion and activity, and no one's looking there.
Yeah, and they've set up a mid to B split again. Into CT spawn we go. oSee with the op is peering down banana. That's where the bomb is, but still no utility on Cloud9. This might be a little bit more difficult. Good time for YEKINDAR to step up. First headshot is his. Aggression from Hobbit. oSee slides out for the peek, and that's another all-important kill, and time is of the essence.
YEKINDAR in the open, standing there, ready to fight for one. He'll get it down to a 1-on-2, give his teammates a chance. AWP picked up for Shiro because he wants to try and snap onto them the second they come around the corner, but they're not heading that direction. They're going banana instead, and Shiro, he doesn't have that information yet. Flash goes over. I don't even think he saw where that came from because he backed around the corner, so he's not going to have the information yet, but he can hear them. And he'll look back to the site. He knows now. Smoke in front of him makes things extremely awkward. They're going to tap and try and bait out a shot from him, which they've got. So now they can try and hold it in a better angle still. And Shiro's just putting warning shots out to try and keep them off. It doesn't matter. Defuse is done. Liquid go 12-11.
Good covering fire. That was always good. Oh, he legs him. He legs Nitro with a quick scope. 12-11. What a great round for YEKINDAR to deliver some stunning kills. A nice triple kill coming in to stop that split. That got very, very dangerous, though. You give Shiro that much time in a 1v2 and he can punish you with ease. oSee gets the follow-up peek shut down from Hobbit, but YEKINDAR's there with another great headshot. Liquid, I mean, much like Cloud9, both these defenses are just barely holding on. Liquid's defense now the one struggling to win 2 rounds in a row. And money is not grown whatsoever. Ooh, nice pick from oSee.
Great pick from oSee. Now we're seeing the benefits of having that AWP on the CT side. EliGE's going to back out a boiler, try and find a angle that's more beneficial for him, having already gotten that pick. He doesn't need to overextend on this. It is going to be Banana that's going to get the attention now, though. Nades to clear sandbags as YEKINDAR rotates over, and inside of the site, you've got Nitro already positioned.
oSee's coming over as well. He's got good support utility. Smoke flash that he can use if they do eventually hit this. He can chuck flashes up into the sky over the roof above Nitro so that he can keep going for peaks. And as we've seen from time to time, and if Cloud9 have done their research, Nitro, when he holds onto a smoke inside the bomb site the way he's doing now at New Box, he loves to just wait for the execute, drop that out to the left. They're going to let him in. They don't want to really challenge towards the choke point, but that gives him space to work between Emo and New Box.
They've got the boost. This is interesting information gathering, though, from Hobbit. 46 seconds. There's tons of time to rotate back over if he thinks that they have a chance of getting deeper toward the A site. If he thinks there's a chance that they've gone for the rotation early toward B.
There's no flashbangs. There's no flashbangs for Cloud9 on this B hit. It's just smokes.
oSee. Not able to hit the first. Does actually, excuse me. Clipped Exile. Didn't think he had. He is forced off with smokes, but
they're going to save.
I was going to say, they're not sure where they want to go.
They're going to
Hobbit came back over, and they didn't get enough information on it, so with 20 seconds and smokes down, they're just desperately spraying at this point, but it is going to be a save call, and Naf's going to try and cut them off. Could be huge if he does. They're not going to push that far. I think they're aware. They definitely realized the potential for someone to push that was there, so 7 seconds round over. Naf may swing late on this, but with $50, I'm not sure it's worth it.
What a great hold from Liquid's defense. It's not anything sexy. Obviously, there wasn't even really any kind of an engagement or a battle, but I mean, well done with utility to just stall Cloud9 out completely. Now, thankfully for Cloud9, without the bonus money, Inters is going to be a little bit punished, can only afford a flashbang, but plenty of the other players, Hobbit, Exile, and nafany, all had enough money to replenish their utility. So it's going to be another full buy. Shiro can drop an AK-47 over to nafany. And Cloud9 trying to avoid the disaster of running out of funds this late in the game. Now 2 in a row for Team Liquid, finally stringing them together.
Took a while to string them together on the Cloud9 defensive side as well, to be fair. So Naf at 18 leads the way for Liquid, and Exile at 22 leads overall.
oSee a huge, impactful round in 24. The pick down mid, the damage as well. Now a chance against Shiro, but the Molotov forces him away from the angle. Looked like he wanted to slide in for that fight. And deep utility being spent. Shiro, boom.
Gets caught like YEKINDAR did inside of that tree position. Exile, speaking of, though, gets the shot back onto him. Hang on, because they could press this off. oSee needs to be fully cognizant of the fact that timing is against him and sees the flash, gets out. Smart play, because they were going to peek and swing. And nafany stays put, knowing that they didn't get the chance to find the kill.
Look at all the confidence in oSee, though. With all that pressure being applied, Nitro bailed out early. He's looking for a reaction. He's looking for Cloud9 to try and bust up middle or bust out halls very, very fast. Leaving oSee alone with the op. nafany and EliGE got caught by an awkward timing out of halls earlier in this half. Doesn't look like it's going to be possible this time. Smoke to cut off the choke point. Hobbit and Inters don't budge. They wait. They might go through it.
This will be the cart pop.
40 seconds.
Throws it as he stands. Didn't land. Oh, sorry, a different perspective. I thought we were from the CT perspective there. It did land. It did make it through. That was the other player that was inside of the halls. nafany's got Nitro. So that's one more. Look at his position as well. He's going all the way around, but he might get caught inside. Oh, he just got inside that smoke. I was going to say EliGE might see his shoulder going in, but now he's going to get given up because he runs back over. And guess what? He's been there the whole time. Whole time he's been inside of the site. Good find oSee, though. Bomb's back at B. This is all a ruse. And oSee knows that he's on 11. He's going to get another shot. He'll get taken down by a nade, but the bomb is inside of the flame.
It's over.
It's done. They don't have to do anything. Naf doesn't realize it. He thinks he's saving. He saved to win the round. It's 14-11.
Oh, my Lord. oSee did not move. The ball's on that man when all that action is going down, and Cloud9 punished again by that slow style and that late call to go back towards B. That's unreal. And oSee had utility. He wasn't pressured that whole time. They left him alone with a smoke Molotov. He had a Molotov down for late and hits 2 great shots. This is everything.
So sick on the second one.
Oh no, it was a team Molotov.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. It was.
The second player couldn't actually stop and fight him. He had to just try and run through his own Molotov. Or whoever's Molotov it was.
Brutal.
Oh, no.
Well, it had the assist there, so yeah, no, that's crazy. That's just chaos at its finest.
That's
panicking late.
Pressure. And I'll tell you what, that's bad news if you're a Cloud9 fan, as this has been a team that's been poised to take the world by storm for a year and a half now, and pressure has always gotten to them.
Man, oh man, that is wild. That is so insane that is given away. And they all, it's like they expected oSee not to be there. As soon as he is, it's just, oh my God, what do we do? Throw everything.
They got all the kills. Why would you expect him to be there?
Well, I totally agree.
Push down mid, push down mid.
I guess it's just expect the unexpected situation, right? You know, oh, look at the confidence oSee has now. He pushes down, gets that kill. YEKINDAR's already deep, looking for map point already, and they've got 2 kills to start it off. YEKINDAR, aware that they could be underneath, is going to back away, so he'll fall back. That knowledge comes back to haunt them, though, because they line up as they retreat, and Shiro gets 2 enters, trades Nitro. It's a 2-on-2, and there's no one at the B site.
It's a 1v1 on both sides of the map. Naf is going to peek towards middle, enters. Oh, he pauses, though. He wants to wait. He wants to join up. nafany is looking for this peek. Naf on nafany, and it's the nasty ass that wins out here. oSee just waiting patiently over towards B.
Enters to plant. Still every chance to win this. 48 HP, but he has the advantage of position in this because they have to wait. oSee has to hold for Naf to get there, and he's still on the AWP as well. So Naf's AK is going to be so important. Quick smoke deployed to cover off the top of Banana, but that's not going to be where Enters is. That's not going to matter. Enters is swinging around, trying to get the angle. Here's them coming in. Finds the first shot. Oh, they nearly lined it up. Naf's going to kill both. Screw it. I'll take oSee down if it means getting that point. And that's exactly what's going to happen for Liquid.
What a great round. What a close round. What a this is late in the game. Players can't hold themselves back at this point, right? Like, Nitro gets that kill, gives him a man advantage, goes back for more, and it's like, no, 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 fall back. Play the 3-on-3. Or the 3-on-2, as it were. What a great double from Shiro to bring him right back into this.
Man, Naf catching out nafany was huge. You're absolutely right. Started with oSee and that confidence. They're going to have money again. This is going to be tight. You still have AKs coming out right now for Cloud9. You've got 2 FAMASs. That's it. That's all they're going to have to work with to try and force out overtime, or at least the start of forcing out overtime in this round. Deep smoke. Any chance of a boost behind it? No, because they've gone for a 3-2 split favoring Banana in this round. Exile's already forward of all of the utility, though.
So three players defending here from Team Liquid, 2 atop Banana.
Could catch them out here. Exile already being that far forward when they deployed deep smokes. That could be interesting. And they're going to try to flash him around this as well. First flash. Catches oSee. He falls off of it. YEKINDAR's in bags. They didn't expect it. He's got the first one. And he'll slip along the wall. Still wants more, though. Sees the boost. Nade's going to soften them up. YEKINDAR's able to drop Shiro down.
Yeah, that's great. Now oSee's coming back with the op. Now he's got the angle. nafany, don't get lured into it. That would be essentially the round. 5-on-3 for the map. oSee's going to see the Molotov. He stays in front of it. He's like, screw it. Actually, it bounced off the wall. Excuse me.
Yeah, it did. It did go over toward the sandbags. It did look like it went above him because of the scope, but either way, that's information that they're not peeking behind it. So Naf's trying to make a play. Don't give them a gap to get through, though, because he's actually further forward of this than he thinks.
Yeah, he might be calling it clear. There's actually an opportunity for a little bit of misinformation going over on the Team Liquid side of things with Naf saying, yeah, it's all clear. I don't see anyone in middle. Now Nitro knows Molotov's going to be out. Now they could fall back right into Naf's hands, but he slides into Halls, and they're just narrowly avoiding the disaster of Naf.
Timing is everything, isn't it? He was in the right place at the wrong time twice.
3 times now as he peeks down mid, but they have the information.
This is okay, though.
Yeah, they know everything.
Yeah, he knows they're going back. He knows they're going to try and flank out. He does get taken down, but oSee was able to find Hobbit in the meantime, so it's still a 3-on-2. oSee stepping out, not able to hit. EliGE, the next one there, has the smoke down in front of him, can go for the boost instead. And do they expect all 3 to be there? 6 seconds, this one's done. Call it for Team Liquid. It's going to be 16-11. They'll beat Cloud9 again. You said it was 16-10 the last time, Jason. They only get one more this time around.
A few more times, and then Cloud9 might be able to actually get there. What a game from Team Liquid. Once again, slow start to the CT side, but they clamp down at a certain point. You got to say, oSee's opping helped close the day. Some brilliantly clutch rounds from the young American opper. Off to a break. The desk is going to walk you through Inferno, and then we're coming up with Cloud9's map pick. It's going to be ancient. Stay tuned to the semifinals of ESL Pro League Season 6.